So I'm taking another crack at these markers. My wife actually did the base coats on this, and I've just been putting on some of the big chunky highlights and doing a little bit of cleanup. So the hair, we went from the darkest brown we had to a sort of golden brown. There's a little bit of a lightening on the armbands here. And then the shoe, you can see I put a really bright sort of blue jump in the highlight, as well as here on the base. I've mixed some greens and grays. From here, this is cute, right? This is not a bad thing at all. You know, especially if you're starting out or if you have a lot of minis. But what I want to do now is once this dries up, I'm going to put a simple wash over it, over the whole thing, one color, and we're going to see what that does for this as far as giving it more volume and evening out some of the weirdness that the paint markers imply to the surface. See that in a second. So here's how we're looking after the wash dries. Not a radical difference. This particular wash actually has more of a satin finish that I'm not too happy with. But you can see we have some extra detail, but we do have a lot of surface staining. Normally, that wouldn't be something that I'm so happy with. But on this particular piece, because we're using these markers, the stain on the surface is going to allow me to come in with those exact same markers and get a layer of highlights without having multiple colors. Excuse me, that's my dog burping into the microphone. So I'm going to hit it with the markers and we'll come back to it. And we're back after those touch-ups with the markers. Listen, at this stage, you're not winning any painting contests. But I would say that this is easily as good, if not better, than a lot of the pre-painted stuff you might get in like the WizKids blind boxes and such. And if you want to put some effort in and use some patience, you could bust out your brushes, you could put eyes on this, you could smooth out the blends on the skin to make it a little more, polished looking. We could do some thing with the hair to kind of even out some of the darkness. This does not have to be the end step, but I do sort of feel that this whole marker technique really is an interesting approach for casual painters. And I'm curious to see what comes of it, especially with a better quality set.